Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie we're gonna look at the latest additions to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020. And we start with 4 simmers, which have released the SR22, the DA62 and the BE58 liveries. So in this case it's a package which adds a lot of liveries, as you can already imagine based on the name, for these nice 3 aircrafts. So in total you will get 36 liveries, which is cool, right? So 13 for the BA58, 14 for the DA62, and 9 liveries for the SR22. All of them are receiving free updates once you bought the package, as well as its 4K, 8K quality and detailed liveries. Keep in mind that some models will only be available for the Microsoft Flight Simulator Premium Deluxe version users. So if you don't have it, then be aware of that. And here you can see some of the screenshots which they released. So all nice additions and also discounted. So have a look at it. Then we've got Boris Audio Works. They released the Aerosoft CG Sound, which is compatible with the Aerosoft CG 550, 700, 900 and 1000. And they made a lot of changes, right? So if we go to the changes, then we can see that they changed the sounds for the authentic button switch and lever sounds, as well as the interior and exterior CF34 turbine sounds. The ground rolls and touchdown sounds all depend on different variables, as well as the high quality ambience from avionic fans, packs and hydraulics, and a lot of things more. So it's created by Boris, right? So no, let's say, screenshots, right? Because it's a sound pack. And for this one, of course, you need to have the Aerosoft aircrafts. Then we've got Goen Simulations, which released the CSR22, which is the helicopter and the helicopter version 1. It's the latest edition for their packages, which they released for both the PC and the Xbox. So what can you expect? 3 future updates, bindable throttle, all default binding works. There's also the bindings manual, right? So if you don't know how to configure it, there's a really nice manual about it, which describes how to use that, but also a detailed manual and a detailed paint kit are included. Then we've got the persistent saves, weight and balance, as well as the options for the next flight. So you can save them, right? You can modify them based on what you prefer, and then the next flight, it will simply, let's say, retain those changes. Tested and zeroed with real pilots, realistic startup procedure, realistic systems, working brakes, animated passengers, as well as the in-cockpit 3D checklist. There are 3 panel variants, one with the G530, one with the GTN, and one analog. So keep that in mind. For they're using both the PMS as well as the TDS, which can be used as integrated systems. Solo controls are optional, and also a cool thing is that individually removable doors. So you can remove the doors, working heater, vibration animations, 22 paint jobs. So a lot of cool things, including 4K PBR textures. So if we scroll down, then we can see the helicopter. So this is the cockpit, right? You can see the navigation systems. You can see all the panels here. There's also another navigation system. And if we, say, move around, we can see that there's a lot of detail being added to this helicopter. Also, when you're flying during the night, it will have a clear view of all the instruments which you would need access to. This is the outside. You can see it's not a really big helicopter, but it's a really cool one. And you can see all the level of detail which they have, right? All the, I would say, pins here. You can see the engine over here, the exhaustion. So cool things. If you love flying helicopters, this might be one which you want to use. And if something goes wrong, there's always a fire extinguisher. Then the next one is from LiftToare. They released the Edge 530 V2, which is the version 2 of the aircraft. It's a single engine one-seater aerobatic aircraft capable of 420 degree per second roll and a 3,700 foot per minute climb rate, produced by the American manufacturer Zivco Aeronautics. So what did they include? High quality 3D models plus textures and 3 variants. The regular, no winglets for aerobatics, the small winglets for aerobatics and racing, and the W for large winglets for racing. 8K liveries, working circuit breakers panel, prop strike animation, canopy eject animation, 2 cockpit configurations, racing and aerobatics, and the best aerobatics flight model for the sim, as well as smoke with multiplayer support, and the phone EFB, electronic flight bag. So if we scroll down, then we can see this one, right? So here's with the Red Bull livery, and here you can see again the smoke, but also the level of detail. So that looks pretty cool, right? So if you love flying aerobatic aircrafts, then this might be when you want to give a try. Then the next one is from UK 2000 scenery. It's the Arine Airport, Echo Golf Papa Delta. Keep in mind that this requires you to have the UK 2000 scenery common library, which you can download for free using the marketplace. So this airport was opened a long time ago. It was a grass ground airstrip located in Dice, right? So it was primarily used for military purposes during this period. But after that, right, it continuously built up, and now it looks like this. So there's one main runway for fixed wing aircraft, 1634 at 1953 long. So that's pretty cool. In addition to that, there are additional runways for helicopter operations. Generally, only runway 23 is used for the helicopter approaches, in which it is as a 6A, so Hotel Alpha Papa India guidance lights. So it has Harpy lights. Harpy probably stands for something like helicopter, not something. So here's the airport, right? You can see that there's also some nice things, also some static aircrafts. Keep in mind that those are not included. So the passenger terminal has been filled with real people, people waiting to board the aircrafts. Again, static helicopters. Although based on this, looks like that they might also can drive, but I'm not sure. Traffic towers, parking spots. Traffic tower including persons. So pretty cool. Then the next one is from MSF Scenery Builders. It's Rabat Sal International Airport, Golf Mike Echo, and that's in Morocco. It's an international airport located in the city of Saleh, Sal, as also serving Rabat, the capital city of Morocco. And here you can see some of the screenshots. There's not too much additions over there, right? So you can see that it's pretty detailed. You can see usage on the roofs, which I like because this always makes it more realistic. Also, several static aircrafts are included for waiting outside the buildings. So have fun flying on Rabat Sal International Airport. Then the next one is from the Dominic design team. It's for the Rick Husband Amarillo International Airport. Kilo Alpha Mike Alpha. It's in the US. So it was renamed, right? After NASA astronaut and Amarillo native Rick Husband, who died in the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in February of that year. So it's a pretty, I would say, nice gesture. Then we've got the scenery features, PBR textures, dynamic lighting, wheel ground markings, custom painstakingly handcrafted pavement, showcasing all imperfections, including the dirt, custom jetways, custom animation object, passenger information, add AI aircraft parking codes, as well as the ground layer custom. So they spend a lot of time on improving this airport and adding some more details, as you can see, including the astronaut, right? So it's tribute to the astronaut, so that's really nice to see. Then the next one is from MSF Scenery Builds again. It's the Danbury Municipal Airport, Kilo Delta X-Ray Romeo. It's in Danbury, or is it Danbury? Not sure. Well, one of the two. It's a public airport which is used for general aviation in the Danbury, which is in the Fairfield County, Connecticut, in the United States. And these are the details, because there are not so much details provided in the text. You can see refueling is available. You can see also various ground trucks, various buildings, weather A little bit dark, but enough fun. Then this one, which was already available for a longer time outside of the store, but now it's finally available in the store. It's from Azure Poly. It's the OV10 Bronco. It's an, I would say, nice aircraft, uh, military aircraft, and it's mainly used for light attack and observations, right? So it's, you can see, 1960s, that's where it was used. So what's included? Highly optimized 3D model, interior model based on 3D scan, fully modeled fuselage and cabin, ultra high resolution textures based on a photo scan, distinct exterior for the OV10A and 10B, right? The two variants, sponson and the glass dome. And 10 liveries are included for multiple, I would say, different I would say, air forces. Then custom sound package based on real Bronco recordings and a flight model developed with the help of the former OV10 pilots. So that's cool. Fully animated cockpit, including all the switches, as well as the actual representation of the Garrett TPE 331 engines with custom condition leveler, power lever, and implementation. Fully functional avionics based on the custom code and a lot of other cool things, right? So it doesn't stop. GNS 430 and a GTN 650, units for GPS navigation, custom electronic flight bags, autopilot being added as part of the electronic flight bag. So really, really cool. And if we scroll down, we can find this aircraft. And this is the Bronco, right? You can see all the details. And this one is, I would say, very detailed, as you just saw in the pictures. Different liveries again. So pretty cool. The tires are even, I would say, modeled really detailed. And you can also depart from an aircraft carrier. So have fun with the OV10 Bronco. Then another military aircraft. It's the RAF Sultan aircraft created by BK. It's a long-range aircraft on floaters. The Mark III turned out to be the definitive Sunderland variant with the 461 build. Right, so it's used in the UK, I think, mostly. The good thing is that there's a PDF file included, right? So you can access it. Sorry. And if you're on the Xbox and don't have access to it, just drop me a line and I will send it to you. So you can drop the developer an email and they will provide it to you. So let's look at some screenshots. All nice, but I don't see any aircraft yet. Here's the aircraft. The aircraft in the water, right? Also, you can see that they added some other things like, okay, hey, they added some, say, military people. So this is a special one, right? So don't expect that you get an aircraft only, as looks like you get a lot of other stuff around it. So pretty nice. New liveries are available also for the aircraft, so that's cool. And while thinking and reading about it, I do think that this is based on an existing aircraft in Flight Simulator. But keep me honest about it. Then we've got FS Formoso, which released the Kimai and the Wang Airport, Romeo Charlie Charlie Mike, and Romeo Charlie Whiskey Alpha, which is in the southern portion of the beautiful Pengu archipelago, or say, a lot of islands. So two airports, right? So, but besides that, they also add some landmarks such as the Chimai Lighthouse, the Twin Hearts Stoneware, and the Nanhu Airport for the Chimai Island and for the Wangang Island, the Daman Port, the Auman Islet, the Huayu Lighthouse and Port, the Dungi Pung Pier Lighthouse and Port, and various other cool things. In addition to that, they also added helipads. So 4 helipads are included. All of them are high quality, of course, so you can enjoy it. So this is one of the pictures of the helipad. So nice stuff. This is the airport itself, the Wang Airport. You can see it's a really small airport, but they added a lot of additional stuff, including several poise in the near area. So that makes it always cool. Here's the Kimai Airport. Also a small one, but also several point of interest. Then Fly to High released the Yeosu Airport, Romeo Kilo Juliet Yankee, which is an airport. It's the fourth destination in Korea, right? So have fun flying there. What's included? The sloped runway, the accurate simulation of the nearest Yeosu Airport, handmade ground textures such as the runway, the aprons, the paths, and the roads. The accurate modeled and positioned dynamic airport lighting, as well as the highly detailed models of all the airport buildings, objects, and surroundings. And it's good for optimizing the frames per second, right? Which is always good because you don't want that to be affected. And here you can see some screenshots. They didn't share too much, but you can see people inside. So also cool. Then the next one, it's the Madrid Airport, Sierra Kilo Mike Alpha by Salvo Corporation. This is not Madrid in Spain, but Madrid in Colombia. So keep it in mind. It's built together with Global Design, and it's the Madrid airbase. So it looks like it's a military airport. It's highly detailed with high resolution PBR textures, up-to-date runway, taxiway apron, and stand layout, as well as the custom and accurate taxiway signature and the realistic dynamic lighting. And if we scroll to this nice screenshots, then we can see what's included, although the screenshots are a little bit dark. They're becoming lighter. So we can't see all those details. Too easy, to be honest. But a nice one. Then we've got Marita Airport, Sierra Kilo, Quebec uniform. It's also by Salvo Corporation in partnership with Global Design. It's an airport serving Mariquita, a municipality of the Tolima department in Colombia. High resolution, or highly detailed models with high resolution PBR textures, up-to-date runway, taxiway apron and stand layouts, custom and accurate taxiway signature, as well as the realistic dynamic lighting. So a little bit the same as the previous one. But here you can see the nice things which they have added. So also pictures are a little bit dark, so it might be a little bit difficult to see. But based on this, they added some nice things to the airport. Then we've got the VFR objects, which made their, I would say, premiere, right? Almost a week ago. So in this case, it's Jacksonville. Last week it was Newark and New York, if I'm correct. And in this case, they updated Jacksonville. So that's really cool. So let's have a look at some of the screenshots which they have added. So if you love flying VFR, right, near Jacksonville region, then have a look at this package because it adds a lot of detail. Here we can see some similarities compared to the previous two packages which were released. It is mostly is the harbor area which they added some nice things. I'm not sure why, but that looks like where the focus is on. But again, nice to see that they updated this region also. Then the next one is by Dr. Zawiski, not sure if I pronounce it, design, is the Warsaw landmarks, which has updated the city of Warsaw, which is in Poland, with a lot of, say, nice things, right? Because there are a lot of point of interest there. So what they did is they added all the skyscrapers over 100 meters, iconic historic and cultural buildings, event bridge over the majestic Wisla River, various obstacles, including antennas and smokestacks, adding to the realism, 12 heliports, 15 airfields ranging from quaint spots to EPBC Bapiš, Poland's largest general aviation airport. So a lot of cool things. So here it says, here's what you waited for, right? All kind of cool things. And let's have a look at the screenshots. Keep in mind that this helicopter is not included, right? So this is the level of detail which Dr. Zawiski design has created. In this case, the Warsaw landmarks. Even in the evening, it looks nice. This is the largest general aviation airport. So pretty cool. Then last but not least, it's Image Sim, which has released the Singapore Changi International Airport Whiskey Sierra. It's in Singapore. As the name already tells, right? It's in the middle of the gigantic real-world infrastructure transformation due to complete in 2030. So what's included? The latest O2C, 20C, and O2R and 20L runways, new parking bays, and 40 kilometers of new taxiways. Fantastic performance with comprehensive optimization, high definition building texturing, fluid usage, even with the complex airliner cockpits and high density AI coverage. The fast midfield Terminal 5 constructions are modeled, as well as there's the custom SafeGate DM visual docking guidance. That's really nice. Interactive bespoke jetways and animations, instantaneous scenery cache loading and low simulator per impact, and 52 kilometers coverage of the WSSS area. Graduated ground extremities to seamlessly blend with any vector-driven add-on. So that's really cool. So let's have a look. So a nice airport, right, which is expanding as far as I understand currently. So custom jetways. Also a lot of, let's say, ground vehicles included. So pretty cool. And this was the last one for this week. So in total, we went to 17 new items, which were released for Flight Simulator 2020, the PC version. So combination of, I would say, both aircrafts, some new airports, some scenery. So really cool. No mission packs this week, but maybe next week there will be a lot of new mission packs. Who knows? Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.